Welcome to Sports Live Media on YouTube. It's your main guy, Sports Live, with today's video. The National Hockey League, their season has not been going on for very long, like maybe a couple of weeks. And I don't know how often this can be done, but I figured today will be a summary of how every team in the National Hockey League is doing right now with their win-loss record. So without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? This information is based on all games through yesterday. Some of these stats may reflect games that were played today, but to be sure, we know that this information is valid through yesterday, November 7th, 2023. The Vegas Golden Knights have played 13 games. They've won 11, they've lost 1, and they had 1 overtime loss. The Boston Bruins, 12 games played, 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. The Vancouver Canucks, 12 games played, 9 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss. New York Rangers, 12 games played, 9 wins, 2 losses, 1 additional overtime loss. The Colorado Avalanche has played 11 games. They've won 8, they've lost 3, and they've had 0 overtime losses. Los Angeles Kings, 11 games played, 7 wins, 2 losses, 2 overtime losses. Sorry. The Carolina Hurricanes, 13 games played, 8 games won, 5 games lost, no overtime losses. Tampa Bay Lightning, 13 games played, 6 wins, 3 losses, 4 overtime losses. The Dallas Stars, 11 games played, 7 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime loss. The New Jersey Devils, 12 games played, 7 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss. The Detroit Red Wings, 13 games played, won 7, lost 5 in regulation, lost another in overtime. Anaheim Ducks, 12 games played, 7 wins, 5 losses, no overtime losses. Winnipeg Jets, 12 games played, 6 wins, 4 losses, 2 overtime losses. Toronto Maple Leafs, 12 games played, 6 wins, 4 losses, 2 overtime losses. Florida Panthers, 11 games played, 6 wins, 4 losses, and 1 overtime loss. The New York Islanders, 11 games played, 5 wins, 3 losses, 3 overtime losses. The Arizona Coyotes, 12 games played, 6 games won, 5 games lost, 1 overtime loss. The Buffalo Sabres, 13 games played, 6 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss. The Minnesota Wild, 12 games played, 5 games won, 5 games lost, 2 overtime losses. The Montreal Canadiens, 12 games played, 5 wins, 5 losses, 2 losses in overtime. The Washington Capitals, 10 games played, 5 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss. The St. Louis Blues, 11 games played, 5 games won, 5 games lost, 1 overtime loss. The Columbus Blue Jackets, 12 games played, 4 games won, 5 games lost, 3 games lost in overtime. Philadelphia Flyers, 13 games played, 5 regular season wins, 7 regular losses, 1 overtime loss. The Seattle Kraken, 13 games played, 4 wins, 6 losses, 3 games lost in overtime. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 11 games played, 5 regular wins, 6 regular losses, and no games lost in overtime. The Nashville Predators, 12 games played, 5 games won, 7 games lost, no games lost in overtime. The Calgary Flames, 12 games played, 4 regular games won, 7 regular games lost, 1 game lost in overtime. Ottawa Senators, 10 games played, 4 games won, 6 games lost, 0 games lost in overtime. The Chicago Blackhawks, 11 games played, 4 wins, 7 losses, no games lost in overtime. The Edmonton Oilers, 11 games played, 2 games won, 8 games lost regularly, and 1 game lost in overtime. San Jose Sharks, 12 games played, 1 win, 10 regular losses, 1 loss in overtime. So there you have it. That is the summary of what has been going on in the NHL for games that has been played so far this season, reflective as of yesterday. I hope that this information will help you in figuring out which NHL team that you wish to root for if you don't already know. If you will, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the notification bell so you can be made aware of when I do special videos, when I have live broadcast, or when I have sports action videos. I hope you all have a great night. Peace out.